This new VR dance game will make you a legendary salsa dancer in just 15 steps. The new Salsa Academy brings you to a virtual dance studio where your professional instructors, Rodrigo and Asaya, are ready to make you a dance floor dazzler. I love how VR creates a safe space where even the most clumsy stumbler can find their groove. And thanks to this handsome fella, you don't have to worry about stepping on your partner's feet or upsetting them if you need a little extra practice. Let's dig a little deeper into the new Salsa Academy and see exactly what you can expect from this brand new VR dance app. I absolutely love dancing salsa, but in my years traveling as a professional choreographer, I noticed that not everyone shares my enthusiasm. Salsa is one of those rhythms that people either love it more than anything else, or they go and take a water break as soon as the beat comes on. Why does salsa create such polarizing reactions? Salsa is a Latin dance that originated in Cuba and became wildly popular in the 1960s. The basic rhythm of salsa is more complex, and I have no problem seeing how it can be difficult or even impossible to pick it up while at the club or by just listening to the music. This is where an instructor or two can come in handy. The new Salsa Academy presents salsa with the beginner in mind. Each step is broken down into manageable parts, and the instructors clearly describe how to move to the rhythm. The app presents the 4 most basic salsa steps, as well as a combination, and teaches you how to transition between them. You get plenty of opportunities to practice with varying levels of assistance. After a short practice block, you are presented with personalized feedback, and based on how you perform, you will get the chance to make the session more complicated or to slow it down. Each step has 3 different lessons. The instruction,
out of balance. The same happens with the hip.
A practice class where the tempo of the step is matched to your skill, and a final practice at home session where you get to dance in mixed reality with fewer and fewer aids and even more detailed feedback. Once you've played through all the 4 basic steps plus the combination lesson, you unlock the marathon class, which, despite its name, is a shorter class that combines all the steps you have learned so you can practice even more while trying to improve your marathon score. It's easy to understand why this spicy rhythm of salsa might seem a little convoluted at first. But once you have these basic steps down, there's really no limit to what you can do. I love attending our local salsa nights, and the dance floor is filled with people dancing alone, with a partner, or even in groups. Partner dancing is a big part of salsa, and the new Salsa Academy has you covered. As I already mentioned, I did have experience with salsa before starting to review this app. I used to take lessons back in university, and when I worked as a choreographer for Zumba Fitness, I choreographed tens of salsa routines using the exact same steps as the new Salsa Academy, just with a little bit more fitness focus. So when I was asked if I could review this app, I felt super confident. I'm not gonna lie. I figured I'd be able to just jump in, buy through all the lessons, get all of the stars, all the points, and that my biggest problem was going to be how to present it to someone who is brand new to salsa. But I was wrong. My latest experience with salsa has all been solo dancing and, changing up the moves for a more fitness focus. And that is not what the new Salsa Academy is. Although you can perfectly use the basic steps you learn in this app and have a great time the next time you hit the dance floor, even if you're going on your own, partner dancing is an important part of salsa and this app. And also something that makes a lot of shy or rhythm challenge people stay away from learning a new dance. I have to admit, the first time Asaya told me we would practice with a partner, I got nervous, even in VR. I did not want someone that I didn't know coming into my personal space. But instead, meet Patrick Swayze, my own personal ghost partner. Patrick likes holding my hands, but only if they're in the right spot. He knows his dance moves and keeps a proud frame. My job is to complete the right steps at the right tempo and not let go of his hands. Although he does seem to glitch out every now and again, I'm impressed with how well this partner system works. As Patrick is a ghost, he never once flinched when I stepped on his toes, and I can easily see through him and follow Rodrigo and Asaya when needed. But I did have to make some changes to my dance style and adapt to dancing with a partner again. See-through or not, I noticed that the angle at which you hold your hands is very important. And to have my movements count, it's also important to maintain the same distance away from my partner at all times. Kind of like the instructors keep saying over and over.
Don't let it fall.
If you've ever done any kind of partner dancing, you know that each pair consists of a leader and a follower. The new Salsa Academy allows you to choose which role you want to learn, and the instructions for the partner dancing reflects your role. This is where I find Patrick is a little weak. Although a VR avatar can't deliver tension to your grip and lead you that way, I still wish that my ghostly partner would be more clear about which direction he's expecting me to go and kind of make those little pre-cues or move your hands in the directions just like a real partner would do. I did work my way through a few lessons as a lead to see the difference, and I actually got a better score this way. But Patrick did not seem very willing to follow, and after watching him flail all over the place for a little while, I decided to go back to our initial roles. But I did really enjoy seeing Rodrigo and Aria just really spend time on explaining what to do with your hands if you're a lead or a follower, and how to interpret those signals between the different dance partners. So after spending a few days with the new Salsa Academy, working my way through all of the lessons, trying to get all those 15 ribbons, here's a few things that you can expect and maybe not expect from this app. First of all, the new Salsa Academy is in App Lab, which means it's still under active development. I had the pleasure of meeting with members of their team, and it's clear that they are very passionate about making dance accessible to everyone, as well as having talented developers and instructors. I got to try this app for the first time back in April, and it has come a long way since then. There are still a few bugs here and there, but nothing that will prevent you from the main goal: learn to dance salsa. I'm incredibly impressed with the addition of the ambitious right turn, and I'm excited to see what the team will add next. Personally, I would love to see a studio or club where you get to dance for longer periods of time, ideally in a free-form way. I also don't like the mandatory slowing of the pace that happens when you fail a practice session, as I find the slow tempo a lot more difficult to dance to. So although you could go through all of the sessions that are currently available in, I'd say, about 2 hours, and yes, you would get a decent understanding of what salsa is in that period of time, this is an app that we will come back to over and over and continue practicing. If you're looking for a dance app that will make you drip of sweat, then new Salsa Academy is not for you. At least not yet. But it allows you to put on the headset, slip on those high heels, and move your body in a fun and purposeful way without the need to spend more than 10 minutes at a time. And by the way, if you're going for the high heels, I really strongly suggest that you put them on before you put on the VR headset. It turns out doing it after is a lot more difficult than you'd think. And if you are looking for a VR dance game that is maybe less technical, but just allows you to raise your heart rate and have tons of fun, shake it out, then I recommend you check out this video next.